Hey everyone, Eric Kimball here with another tip, trick idea for you. And this one is an idea you have probably never seen. It's an idea for shimming out receptacles and switches. I have a switch here that are going onto electrical boxes that are recessed back from the surface. Now, before I tell you the trick and show you how to do it, I want to explain that this box right here is the box that I showed in my previous video where I had a really bad cutout around it, and I showed you how I fix that sort of a situation. What I did to fix that was I basically plastered all the way around this box, and I have finished this off. I put a little coat of paint on it, and it's just a beautiful job all the way around. And what you see right here is not common, but I consider it a high-end technique. And it used to be common. Back in the days when people used plaster, they used metal boxes, they used a plaster ring, and they plastered the walls with it was a harder surface, it was a better surface, but it was a more labor-intensive surface than the drywall and tape that we use these days. But it was once common, and I've worked on houses from the 1950s that had very nice plastered walls and ceilings, and I really liked the fact that the electrical boxes were sealed. They were sealed, just like you see right here. It's just a nicer job. But that's not what this video is about. What I did when I put this mock-up in here is I recessed the box back so that I could show you this idea. And what I'm going to do now is close up here, show you the recess, then I'm going to show you the tip. Let's zoom right in here and take a look at this box. You can see it's very nicely plastered in. And you can also see right here, especially, that it is recessed. The box is recessed from the surface. In this instance here, it's recessed just a tad over 1/4 of an inch. Now, my understanding is that the National Electrical Code allows you to shim a receptacle up to 1/4 of an inch. If you have a recess more than that, you need to get a box extender. I'm going to assume that we have 1/4 inch, that we're going to be legal. No laws will be broken or codes broken in this episode. If you watched the previous episode, you know that I overlapped my setting type joint compound all the way around the box, and then I carved it clean, like you see here, with a utility knife. A saw, a drywall saw, will also do the job. These teeth have no side cutting action, so they will work actually faster than my knife did. And here you can see that the receptacle screw hole in the box has been plugged with compound, and usually that can be dug out of there without any problem, or you can get it dug out a little bit and then the screw will go in, or you can use one of these electrical tools right here. It's a thread chaser. It starts out with a 632 thread, which is what the typical screws are to hold these receptacles in, a 632. The thread chaser here goes to an 832 and then a 1024, I think. Very handy tool. So anyway, we're all set right there. You can purchase already made shims for this purpose at Lowe's or Home Depot. They're not terribly expensive. They work just fine. But you can also make copper coil shims like you see right here. It only takes a few seconds to make them, and they work just as well. I'm going to show you how to make them, and I'm going to show you how to use them right now. So what you need is a length of bare copper wire, scrap wire preferably, 12 gauge or 14. 14 works easier, but 12 also works, and that's what I have here. Then you need a nail. This is a 12 penny sinker. Other nails will work. This is what I have for now. You put your wire up to your nail like that, right there, and then you take a pair of pliers and you just clamp down tight like that. Then you just start wrapping. You just start wrapping your wire around. It's easy. Anyone can do this. Try to keep your coils tight. All right, there you can see what I've done. And that will slide right off. And there's our shim coil. Then you take your cutters and you get rid of that little extra piece. So what you end up with is a nice looking end like that. Then we'll put our shim coil right in place there where we're going to be kneading it, and we'll kind of get our cutter in here and we'll snip that right there. And it looks pretty much right on. See that? Hopefully you can see that. See how nice that is? Wants to fall out of there, but that's right. That's what we want. And I'm going to make one for the top up here. Right there you can see the two shims in place, and it's just a matter of screwing the receptacle, or the switch in this case, in. There. And there we have it. It's a little crooked. That's much better. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.